Saturday night, 7 Eastern. Alabama welcomes Western Kentucky to Tuscaloosa. Kalen Deboer will lead the Tide into action. He joins us now on SportsCenter. And Kalen, we only spoke once on the show, but you impressed me then and from afar as a buttoned-up guy. But you're a human being, man. And Saturday night, you're coaching Alabama Crimson Tide. You come running out of that tunnel. What emotions will you be trying to navigate and manage?
Yeah, I've been asked that question a few times, and I think I'm hoping, and I feel like I'm at the point where I really had a lot of those emotions during the spring game. Just knowing what we had gone through, whether it's January, February, and that was the middle of April, and just being so proud of how far the guys had come just in that short amount of time, and it was really just kind of still really recent. I think the summer months, fall camp. It really, has kind of now become our team, and we're all in it together, and we understand that the season's here. And so I think it's really honestly between now and Saturday, it's all about just playing football and coaching the game like I've always coached. But I know it's going to probably be a different feel walking into a stadium I have been in before, but on the wrong sideline, and looking forward to, doing our thing together as a football team.
This might not interest our viewers, but it interests me, so I'm going to ask. You get hired on the 12th of January. There's so much to do, Kalen. You got to re-recruit the guys that are there. You got to recruit the class for next year. You got to try to navigate the portal yourself, probably bring some people in. Got to hire a staff, have a spring game, figure stuff out. Forgive my ignorance, but I want to know, do you have a house? Do you know where your stuff is? Like, is all of your stuff in a place where you can find, like, some shoes that you like to wear, right? You know what I'm talking about? Like, just stuff that belongs to you as a human outside of football. Where is that part of your life?
Yeah, no, that's funny you ask. I do now, and it took till about July for that to really happen. And fortunately,
Right.
I have a great wife who has been on it since we moved in. But that was real. What you're talking about for the first 5 to 6 months. So it's been a lot of people have helped me, just through the transition. But that's
Right.
certainly a part of the move. I think a lot of people don't kind of understand.
I always think about that. I always ask a guy, like if someone joins us after they've been traded, I'll say, do you know where your car is? And if it's like, a big-time star, they might have several, but, you got to get your stuff, man. That's important. As for the football stuff, this is a sport where I feel like, Kalen, the word identity is used quite a bit, right? A team that knows who it is, it's important. What's your identity as the Alabama football team going to look like in your mind?
Yeah, I think a team that just is tough on the football field, along with that comes mental and physical toughness. A team who, just always is improving because, there's a passion, there's a want to and desire to be the best we can be. And just over and over, just a relentless, we call it a relentless pursuit of continuous improvement. And just that's what I hope you see. I hope you see guys that enjoy the game, play for the love of the game, pursuing the football. It's a whole defense going after the ball carrier. When we make big plays, I hope you see a team that celebrates, and is excited for that one person who made a big play, but also for our team, for the success that it took for everyone to come together and make that play happen. So the toughness is, I think, is where it starts. But that, there's a lot of things that lead to that.
What's impressed you most about Alabama? Facilities, people, passion from outside the walls? I mean, it's new, right? You get there, you probably have an idea, but you don't know. When you got there, Kalen, what's most been like, damn?
Yeah, I mean, the night I landed here was something that was impressive. Kind of got forewarned as the plane's coming in, but just embracing even from that very time. What felt like thousands and probably was hundreds, but just all of that. And then quickly just getting a sense of the players and how they just believe in Alabama, how, they entrusted that as much as they believed in Coach Saban and everything that had been established here for so many years, that Alabama still would be able to bring in not just myself, but a staff that will continue on the tradition. And I just, that's what's been not surprising, but what's been just so critical for us, especially early on, to just get the ball rolling and get through those times as you referred to, where the portal's open for our team, but really not for us to get anyone else. Middle of January, spring ball was little over a month and a half after that when I got here. So putting it all together, it required our players to really embrace everything I was throwing at them.
I know you've been asked this a million times, a million different ways. I'm not clever enough to really put it any other way than Nick couldn't be Bear, but he didn't have to follow him, right? You can't be Nick, but there's plenty about what the man built that I would try to make my own, right? Or at least some version of my own. What's been your approach to just all that comes with those footsteps that you follow?
Yeah, I mean, there's only one Coach Saban, and what he did here, is just outstanding. I mean, unbelievable. The championships, the way they were won, just doing it with class, all of it is just, top tier stuff. And I think, for me, you got to understand how you got to this point and
Right.
the teams that you put together and what it took. And, everyone's their own person, and no matter who came in here, they were going to have their style, and it's going to always be a little different. And, but I also just can't say enough about how, a lot of the infrastructure, the foundation, because of the success, it's easier to kind of regenerate, quickly, with the success at programs like this. And I've found that and been fortunate to be at a number of places. And, that's what it takes, is that foundation. It isn't just a year or two of success. It's decades of success, as you alluded to, even not just with Coach Saban, but with Coach Bryant.
I'll close with this, Kalen. I was talking to some Dog fans last week, and I said, you realize, Georgia fans, said, you're in the sweet spot, right? Like, it's never been this good. You got to enjoy it while it's like this. I feel like, to your point, Bama lived in that space for decades, right? So timelines for fan bases are different. Down there, you're supposed to win. Like, how does that jive with your own personal set of expectations of what it is you hope to achieve and when?
Yeah, I have the same expectations, and what I found is you just pour everything into each and every day and keep surrounding yourself with the right people. And that's part of the formula. And, those expectations, you come here for a reason, and it's to be a part of that. And, I've experienced, and know from, friends that are in the business that being in a place where there aren't any expectations, I mean, you can not love that either, and so, I think wanting to be at a place like this, wanting to help grow the program, even when it's at the place where it's at, where so much success has happened, I think that's still possible. And I'm looking forward to doing that here, not just this year, but in the years to come.
Yeah, man, you didn't get on that plane because you're scared. You got on that plane because you know what was waiting when you got there, a chance to be part of a great tradition and build upon it. Kalen, good luck Saturday night and beyond. It's a pleasure to visit with you. I hope we do it again sometime down the line, all right?
Yeah, I really appreciate you having me on, Scott. Roll Tide.